Guys, it's really windy, so I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm currently at Samyang Ranch, and I'll give you guys a update later. But basically, they're waiting for me. They told me to enjoy the view, and then I'm gonna get back in the car, and they'll take me down to the halfway point. But yeah, I'll explain all of this later. But right now, I'm gonna try to be as quick as I can while still enjoying the view. And my hand is absolutely freezing off, so I'm gonna stop vlogging now. Alright, enjoy the footage. I think I just heard a cow. Okay guys, I can explain now. So this morning I got up really early and I caught the bus from Dongseol, which is like East Seoul bus terminal, to Hongdae, which is in Pyeongchang. So right now I'm in Pyeongchang. I'm really only here for one stop, which is to be at Samyang Ranch, where I am right now, because I came to see the sheep. So I got to Hongdae and then I just took a taxi here because there's no public transportation to the actual ranch. But then when we got to the ticket office, I didn't really know what was going on. But the taxi driver was talking to the people in the ticket booth and he was trying to convince them to let him drive me up to the trail, which I was anticipating walking, but I guess I didn't know how big the farm was and how long the trail was. So yeah, he was trying to convince them and I was just like nodding because I didn't really know what was going on until they told me that it would cost 30,000 won for the taxi driver to drive me up. And I was like, what? No, like I can walk. And so then I got out of the taxi and they actually had me sit down in the ticket booth because I guess they wanted to help me since I definitely look like I don't know what I'm doing. So they gave me a brochure and stuff, and I thought they were just gonna send me on my way. But then the people in the ticket booth actually offered to drive me up to the top, which was where I was just at earlier, that East Sea Observatory. He used like the Translate app, and he told me that I could get out and like enjoy the show, and that then he would drive me to the halfway point, which is where I am now with the sheep. But yeah, I only left the car for like 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes, and my hands, I could feel them getting frostbite. I can feel them getting frostbite right now actually. So I'm gonna like switch off my hands when I'm vlogging. And I think I might be the only one on this entire ranch because when we were driving up and on the way back down to the halfway point, I didn't see a single person. So that's probably why they wanted to help me because I'm literally alone in this huge place. But yeah, I'm with the sheep right now. They are so just there. But yeah, he dropped me off here and he said that I should be able to find my way down. But he also did give me a phone number to call just in case I was having a hard time. The people here have been so nice. But yeah, that is the crazy wild ride that's been this morning. Alright, enjoy the sheep. I just read the manual and it says that the shuttle bus is in operation from the end of April to early October. And right now it's December. So basically, don't come here during the winter because there's really not that much to see. There were like 20 sheep and I haven't seen anything else on the way down. Well, learning experiences, right? I don't know if it's because of the cold, but my knees hurt really bad going downhill. It's really peaceful up here if I wasn't freezing. But yeah, my knees don't feel very strong. And also, I realized that the cow that I thought I'd been hearing this entire time is actually like some lawnmower. Yep, there it goes again. So that was the Samyang gift shop, and Samyang is known for ramen, like the hot chicken flavor ramen that's on like YouTube challenges a lot. But all the ramen was in bulk, so I just got this like sweet jelly thing. Maybe that will give me some energy because I'm still pretty tired from waking up so early. I think we're almost down to the bottom though. Just a little bit more to go. Well guys, I made it back to the ticket office. And I just called the taxi driver and he said he's on his way. So I'm gonna head back to the Hongdae bus stop and take the bus to Gangnam. And alright guys, we are in Chodong's Sundubu village where all the tofu restaurants are. And Gangnam is known for their soft tofu. So we're in this village with like a bunch of restaurants. And I want to go to this place that seems really famous. And I heard that lines can be really long. We'll have to check it out and see. I'm so ready for lunch. Okay, wow, all of the restaurants were empty until I stepped in this plaza, and this restaurant has the longest line. But we got a number, so we're gonna wait. And there's also like a second floor cafe that you can wait at. But I think my number's almost gonna be called, so. Guys, I got some soft serve ice cream and I know it's like 10 degrees, but I had to because it's dubu flavored. I've never had tofu ice cream, so this should be interesting. I'm gonna eat it while I walk to the beach. There's an airplane above us, but the walk to the beach was much shorter than I expected, so we are here already. And I think there are several beaches around here. Like right now I'm at Gangnam, but across the bridge is Gyeongpo. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but my nose is red because that sundubu is pretty spicy. But also, I really like this gelato. Tofu flavor is actually really good. Alright, it's around 4 now, and I've been missing working at a cafe, so I think I'm gonna head to one and probably spend the rest of the afternoon there. And there are quite a few popular cafes around here, so. So I ran to this bus stop and jaywalked across like a busy street because it said it was arriving, but that was 5 minutes ago. And it's still not here. And the buses here, most of them don't run on like a short schedule. So there's like no arrival information. And it's only 7, but the cafe closed at 7. And I actually lost track of time. And then when I looked up, everyone was leaving. So I had to hurry up and pack everything. But yeah, now I'm headed to my Airbnb and I'm actually staying in a shared house. So like the bedroom will have multiple people. Because the place that I was originally gonna book, I waited too late. Because I thought like, no one was gonna book last minute like me, right? Well, I was wrong. So I had to like hurry up and find another place. Thankfully, this place was even cheaper because it's like a shared room, but it had really good reviews and the owner speaks fluent English. And apparently they also provide breakfast. Although I don't know if I'll wake up early enough for that. We'll see if I can even make it there, if this bus will even come. But yeah, that's all for now. I'll just wait until this bus arrives or I freeze. So apparently the bus doesn't come until 7:50, but a different bus came and so I just decided to get on. But I think that different bus becomes the bus that's supposed to come in like 30 minutes, if that makes sense. So like it came and it's just gonna sit here for 30 minutes and then change numbers. I'm really not sure because now I'm sitting in a dark bus and the driver's like outside making a phone call or something, so I'm the only one. If I don't make it, send help. Although who's gonna edit this? No one will know. Maybe I should text my friend. But yeah, pray that I make it to my Airbnb. A little freaked out by all the plants. Okay, a lot freaked out. And now it's dark, so I gotta use my flashlight. Okay, bye. I think I see my destination. I'm literally like speed walking because there's like a ditch. And yeah, if I fall into that, it's lights out for me. Okay, back to flashlight. Here's the room. And that's my bed. And the owner just told me that I'm the only guest both nights because everyone else canceled due to COVID. And he also asked me what time I wake up because he's only gonna prepare breakfast for me. And I'm like, oh, so I have to wake up tomorrow. So yeah, I should probably get ready for bed. And I kind of want to take a shower now that I know I'm the only one here. It's like nice, but also a little bit uncomfortable. At least I made it here safely. But yeah, that's all from me today. It's really quiet, so I don't want to talk too loud. And I'm gonna go and check out the shower situation and we will be up bright and early tomorrow. Can you tell I hate waking up? All right, good night, guys. Good morning, guys. I ate breakfast, got ready, and now we're headed out. And I have to say, in the daytime, the cabbage patches are much less terrifying. But I know I'm gonna have to walk through this at night again. But first up today is a bit of a unexpected detour. I think I dropped my charging cable at the cafe yesterday. I must have dropped it while I was trying to hurriedly pack up. So we're gonna have to go back there. And since it's daytime, I think I'm gonna walk there because it's actually not a very far walk. And I don't want to rely on the buses that only come like every 3 hours. So we're gonna walk there. But I have something to tell you guys. I made a mistake. Last night I found out that the ranch that I went to is not the correct sheep farm because I was looking at other people's photos and it didn't look like what I saw at all, because as you guys saw, there were only like 20 to 30 sheep at the Samyang ranch. So I started searching and it turns out there are 3 ranches in that area. 3. There's a Samyang ranch, there's a Sky ranch, and then there's a sheep farm that's like a few miles away. So yeah, I went to the wrong ranch. And when I found out, I was literally about to scream. But then there's a silver lining, but not so silver lining. Turns out the actual sheep farm closed its grazing in like mid-November. So since it's December right now, I wouldn't have been able to see the sheep there. So I guess at least I got to see some sheep. But it was like totally not the correct place that I wanted to go. And I think the reason I made that mistake was because all of the tourist websites, like if you look up things to do in Gangnam, all of them recommended the Samyang farm, and none of them mentioned like the, I can't even pronounce it, but the sheep farm. I'll link the one I went to below, and I'll also link the correct one in case you guys come in the future. Oh my god. Guys, we went at opening time and the line stretched to the back of the building. But I found my cable! I guess yesterday when I went so late, it was actually a good thing because the line was pretty short. Okay, it got really hot, so I took my jacket off. I'm glad I didn't wear my turtleneck or my scarf today because that would have been overkill. I think we're gonna head in the direction of these historical ruins, and I looked up the directions and it takes the same amount of time to walk as it does to wait for these buses around here. So I might as well just walk. But we might stop by a cafe for a few hours first. So I just did some work for a few hours, and Gangnam is famous for their coffee. Like there's even a coffee street at Amok Beach, which we're gonna visit later. So I thought I had to try some coffee since we are in a coffee city. But you guys know I'm like a coffee wimp, and that latte was really strong. But why am I more tired now? I have a lot of assignments that are due in this next week, so I was working on that. And well, let's cross the street over here. Now it's around 2 and we're gonna continue walking to the historical site. I almost considered skipping it because I was getting tired, but I figured going on a walk will wake me up. So this is Ojukan, and it's one of the oldest houses in Korea from the Joseon dynasty. The figures on the 50,000 and 5,000 won bills were actually born here, and a lot of the important descriptions actually have English translations, so it's easier to understand. But yeah, this place looks beautiful. I needed this. There's so much though, and this was a small size. I'm actually glad there was a long line because that means they had to fry everything fresh, so it's still crispy. I wanted to try out other things too, but all the portions were so big, and we have another stop, so. Alright guys, that's all from me today. It's only 8 p.m. but I'm so exhausted. I haven't been sleeping very well. I'm not sure why. The bed's pretty comfortable, but I just can't stay asleep. But I'm gonna try my best to get a full night's sleep tonight so that we can do everything I planned for tomorrow. Now I'm gonna try to find my way home. If I feel unsafe, maybe you'll get another update. But that's all from me for now, and I will see you guys tomorrow. We are back at Amok Beach, and this is the Kapegori, or Coffee Street, and we're not gonna stay here because we actually have a few other places that I wanted to hit up, but I thought I should show you guys. Yeah, basically all these cafes have huge windows so that from like any seat you can see the ocean. Thank you, bus. Alright, after like a 30-40 minute bus ride, we've arrived at Jumunjin Beach. And if you guys are wondering like, why the hell did she ride the bus for 40 minutes to get to another beach? You shall see soon. And then maybe some of you still won't understand, but that's okay. I'm gonna check off one of my bucket list items. I can already see it. And that awkward video that you just saw is because all these people were waiting. Alright, let's go walk on the beach. But we do have one last stop before I head home, so I shall be heading that way soon. It just occurred to me that some of you still might not know what that place is, and if you... I was gonna say if you've ever heard of BTS, but I'm pretty sure everyone has heard of BTS. That bus stop at Jumunjin Beach is where they shot the... Oh god, I'm gonna get this wrong. Don't hate me. The cover photos, like some album photos for the You Never Walk Alone album. And I'll insert the photo here that they shot. But yeah, so now it's like a tourist destination, and they even have that like designated photo spot that you saw. That is what that location is, if any of you were confused. So that was one of the filming locations for Goblin, which is my favorite K-drama of all time. If you guys have never seen any K-dramas, I don't suggest watching it because nothing will ever compare. I think it was one of my first, if not my first K-drama, and nothing ever since has even come close to it. But yeah, I'm not even gonna go into that because that's a whole different tangent. But I wanted to take a photo on the actual like cliff, like where they filmed, and I'll insert a photo here since we're going to a lot of sightseeing spots today. But there were so many people waiting that I just decided not to. But I booked my bus ticket back to Seoul, so I think I'm gonna head to the bus terminal now. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching my Gangnam trip. I know it was a shit show at times. I will see you guys back in Seoul. Running to catch a bus that may or may not even arrive. That is my night, guys.